The milkshake's not doing anything. What the hell, Pat? You said that milkshakes were A tier. Hey guys, Generation Defenders here.
And Too Fast Joe.
And we're here to answer your questions on a not Hot Ones challenge.
Well, it is the Hot Ones challenge, but it's not Hot Ones.
Yeah, because we're never going to get invited.
But yeah, we're going to be answering your questions, and I have some questions for you.
Awesome. So, let's get started.
Alright then. Let's start with the Hot Ones Pringles.
I'm nervous.
Yeah, these are just baby steps.
I'm not good with spicy. Oh no! It's okay.
Yeah, it's really lemony. Alright, so the first question is, how did we meet?
So if I remember correctly, I used to go to Starbucks with this girl named Katie, and it was like a tradition for me until like one day I find her walking down with this guy, and I'm like, what the hell? Who the hell is this guy? And so I'm thinking the worst, and Katie's like, oh hey,
GD.
how are you? And I'm just like glaring this guy down. But then later on, I think it was Broly, right?
Yeah, it was right after Broly, because this is what I remember, because I don't remember that Starbucks encounter. What I remember is like, right after Super Broly came out, I walked into class, and they're just like, people just talking about Broly, like, well, I may as well insert myself here. So I walked in, like, y'all talking about Broly?
Yeah. And then we pretty much like became friends after that. Like, I think we were in an animation class together.
Yes.
And we just...
Yeah, I think we sat right next to each other.
Yeah.
And we was like, hey, let's go to Starbucks.
Starbucks, Taco Bell, and then like other restaurants.
Yeah, because the whole class would either go to there. And then like, I remember one time we went to Taco Bell and the whole class went there too. And we decided to have a race back to class.
We were last place just because like this one guy was like, come on, let's go. And then but we ended up in last place.
Yeah,
anyway.
it's fine.
Yeah, it was. Well, speak for yourself. I like to win. All right.
And so you mentioned in a previous podcast that it was my idea to like change up the ages of the Trunks and Goten to make them look like themselves from like the future Trunks. How much influence would we say I have, or just having an editor influence Goten Black in your storytelling?
Honestly, having an editor is really good. I do recommend everyone to at least have somebody to sort of like be there for you, or to like tell you, hey, like do this, or like change this, or like even this idea is shit, like, or do something with it.
Yeah, because I watch a lot of Dragon Ball Z fanfiction out there, and I could tell when someone doesn't have an editor, because like their ideas are like really bad, where it's like, you know, Gohan becoming Super Saiyan Blue, or it's like just everyone being like overpowered, the humans are being overpowered, and it just doesn't make any sense. A lot of Dragon Ball Z fanfics out there, they just focus too much on power levels, which is stupid. And I recommend anyone and everyone get like an editor or someone you could bounce off ideas with, because it'll help you a lot. Just writing by yourself, like you have no one to bounce off ideas with, you don't know if your idea is shit or not. I recommend having someone that will tell you the honest truth about your ideas, because like I tell you, whether it be like visually or storytelling, what works and what doesn't.
Yeah, like you need somebody to just tell you that, you know, either your stuff is shit, or like just tweak this or stuff like that. He's the only one that can tell me that my stuff is shit. Y'all are not. No.
My favorite scene where so when Goten got angry and like broke the pillar, originally it was just gonna be like a 2-second frame where it just like have the people in the background. But it was my idea to like expand upon that, and that's where we got like the Umibuzu realm, and like everyone's like laughing at Goten, he being dragged down in the water.
Yeah, like without him, like that scene probably wouldn't have existed. It would just have been like him hitting the pillar, a flash, and then that's it. But
yeah. So I recommend anyone and everyone get like an editor and someone that will be brutally honest with you.
Yeah, just I agree.
Yeah.
All
right. Let's go on to the red ones. And for the next one, we'll answer some of y'all's questions.
I think like the last one was a little hotter.
Yeah.
All right. I have Legendary Super Saiyan God Super Saiyan. When will the next chapter come out? I am aiming for the end of September or the beginning of October, but I will post it in a community tab when it's going to come out. All right, second one. Why is your Zamasu too kind towards Goten instead of a strict teacher? If you read chapter 5, he literally beat Goten before breaking a pillar, so I don't know what you mean by too kind. But the reason why he is, I guess, nicer is because, like, in one of my podcasts, I did mention that he's going to have a little bit of humanity, whereas Goten's going to lose his humanity. So it's kind of like that yin-yang thing. And question 3 is, why did Zamasu choose Goten for his plan? That is kind of a spoiler that I'm going to address maybe later on in the chapter. It might take a while, but it's something that I want to save for later on.
Yep, no spoilers.
Alright, so this one is Logan Welling, and I'm going to have to skim a little bit because, like, you wrote a novel, Logan.
Yeah, we get you're a writer.
Like, we love you, but, like, it's a lot. Alright, so 2 questions. When does the diary shorts take place? And will you have a Joker laugh for Goten Black? So the first question... yeah, if we're gonna do a Joker laugh, we gotta do Jared Leto. Like, he's the king.
Come on.
Like, king right there. But first question. The diary shorts do take place in between chapter 2. There's gonna be a type skip in chapter 2 where he's growing up, and that's when, like, those diary shorts do take place. As for your second questions, the Joker laugh. No, we're not gonna put a Joker laugh because, like, I personally don't want voice acting because it might take too much time, and
the only voices you'll hear would be like demonic chanting, people yelling, stuff like that. There won't be any laughing, like Joker laughing, or any like real gasp from any character.
Yeah, it's just I personally just don't want any voice acting. Yeah.
So now I'm going to answer her a question, but now we're going to do the number 1 classic hot one sauce.
Cheers. Cheers.
That's good. That's real good.
Mm-hmm. The Pringles was actually a little bit more spicier.
I'm going to list off a bunch of animes. You're going to rank them from a scale from 1 to 10. 1 being the worst, 10 being the best. You ready?
Alright, let's do this.
Alright, Dragon Ball Z.
1.
Oh no, that's the worst. 10 is the best.
Okay, so 10.
Yes. Alright, GT.
I would say like 7. I'm starting to get a more appreciation.
Alright. Full Metal Alchemist.
That would be a 10.
Tokyo Ghoul.
Oh, definitely a 10.
Demon Slayer.
I would say an 8.
My Hero Academia.
8.
Naruto.
7 sometimes. It's an okay.
One Piece.
I haven't finished One Piece, so it's not fair, but I guess I'll put it in a 7.
Inuyasha.
It's been a while since I've seen it, so 7.
Food Wars.
That's kind of a guilty pleasure of mine, so I'm gonna put it as a 9.
Emphasis on pleasure. The Devil's a Part-Timer.
9.
My Dress Up Darling.
Ooh, that's a 10 for me.
Komi Can't Communicate.
I actually don't like Komi Can't Communicate.
Me either.
I'm sorry. Like, I know there's a fan base, but I have to put it as like a 6.
That's being too generous.
Yeah.
Yu Yu Hakusho.
It's been a while. I think I'll put it as a 8.
Hunter x Hunter.
It's been a while. I'm gonna be nice and say a 7.
Watamote.
Ooh, that is a classic for me. I'm gonna say a 10.
Miss Kobayashi's Dragon Maid.
I'm gonna say a 9.
Sword Art Online.
He likes it. I don't like it. But
Just be honest. We don't all have to like the same stuff.
I don't want to say a 5 because it's not that bad.
I mean, some people like it, some people hate it, so I think 5 would be fair.
Alright, then I'll just say a 5.
Alright. Oh, here's a good one. High Guardian Spice.
That is a 1.
It's a 1 with potential.
Yeah, We were actually gonna do like a review about it, but then we just sort of like lost interest.
Yeah, just like the show.
Yeah.
Lucky Star.
I think it's an 8, but he doesn't like it.
It's boring. I don't like it. The only good part is the intro and then the outro. Death Note.
That's a 10 for me.
Blue Exorcist.
10.
Fire Force.
I'm gonna say a 9 for me.
Soul Eater.
Ooh, that is... It's been a while, but I do remember enjoying it until a little bit towards the end. So I'm gonna say like maybe an 8.
Persona 4 Anime.
Ooh, I like that. I'm gonna say an 8 too.
Mandoko Magica.
Ooh, that is a 10 for me.
Sonic X.
Ooh, that was fun. Y'all should like see our review on Joe's channel. That is a 9 for me, especially season 3.
Yeah, season 3.
Well, season 3 is a 10 for me.
Yeah. Attack on Titan.
Ooh, that's a 10.
JoJo.
It's I'm sorry, JoJo fans. It's more like the fandom killed it for me, so I kind of rank it as a 5.
All right. One Punch Man.
Oh, that is a 10 for me.
Beastar.
I have to say 8 overall.
And Little Witch Academia.
Ooh, that is a 9 for me.
Those are all the animes that we have seen.
Yeah.
And other than Dragon Ball Z, what other shows or fandoms are you currently in?
I guess Owl House.
Yeah.
Amphibia, Steven Universe. I think the majority of the fandoms are just anime though.
Yeah.
Oh wait, no, Supernatural.
Supernatural.
Yeah. And right now I can't name anything else right now.
Yeah.
It'll come to me probably later on when we're dying.
And we consider doing content outside of Goten Black?
That's actually a really good question. Personally, I really do, but right now I don't think my channel is at that level yet. I actually did this animatic with this something called Sun and the Moon. That didn't get much views, so right now I think I'm just gonna focus on Goten Black for now, and maybe later on when my channel grows, I'll do something else.
That's good. Alright, let's go on to the next wing. That's pretty good. Alright, time to answer some of y'all's questions.
Alright, so the Savage writes, does Zamasu still has his immortality? Yes. Also, is this Zamasu from the future timeline or the past timeline? How did he get injured in the first place? Who would win, Goten Black or Goku Black? Okay, so he is from future Trunks' timeline because I wanted to simplify it. And how did he get injured?
No spoilers? Or
What? I don't know like what you mean by when he got injured. I'm assuming it's in chapter 4.
I think when he like first fell down when Goten met him.
Oh, yeah. So there is a reason for that, but like Joe said, no spoilers. We don't want to like give you the whole story now. Like it's kind of like what's the point of like stay tuned. And who would win, Goten Black or Goku Black? I don't want to toot my own horn. I think it's kind of, I don't know, a little arrogant to say, but I would say Goten Black. I did make him a little bit more stronger than the canon Goku Black.
Yeah. Not to mention, if you think of all the times where it's like, remember when Ginyu stole Goku's body and he didn't know how to use it? But that's the same logic that we're putting in with here, because when Zamasu took Goku's body, he didn't know how to use it. He didn't know how to go Super Saiyan first until he started learning. Just same thing with Captain Ginyu.
Yeah.
And so like he did learn how to use Goku's body as he was fighting, but Goten, he was born with that body. You know, he knows everything. Like he knows his body inside out and his energy, and he like linked up with his energy.
Yeah.
So like your body and mind have to be linked up for your full potential to be locked out.
Yeah.
So if Zamasu like kept on training and know who like Goku's body and like were more familiar with it, he would have been stronger. Like he was still strong in the anime, but Goten, you know, that's his body, this is his power. He knows how to use it.
Yeah, but that doesn't mean that Goten's OP. There are going to be some like what's the word? Restraints?
Yeah.
Especially like in the mind. later on.
Like I said, I watch a lot of Dragon Ball Z fan fictions, and a problem that all y'all have is power scaling. Y'all like to mix like Ultra Instinct and Super Saiyan 4 and like put all these like multipliers on it. It doesn't make any sense. So we're trying not to like go down that route.
Yeah.
Like, yes, even though we're gonna make like Goten Black stronger than Goku Black, we're not gonna make like too much of a Mary Sue. We have all these multipliers and all this other shit.
Yeah, that's like my biggest like grip right now, and that's kind of like the biggest fear that I have.
Yeah, we ain't trying to make a sun bra.
Oh yeah, no. All right, so next question for me. All right. This is from Zeno84. Is Zamasu in this story from Trunks' timeline? If not, then why did he and Goten travel to a timeline with no Goku? So, kind of like what the Savage said, he is from Future Trunks' timeline. So, just to make the story a little bit more simpler.
So the next one is the Los Calientes Verdes.
Alright.
That's really good.
It's kind of like a salsa that you dip.
So I don't have my tablet with me, but the next segment called Explain That Vid. We'll take a deep dive into our guest's YouTube channel.
Nah.
So, Generation Defenders. Where'd that come from?
So, in one of my podcasts, I did mention that Generation Defenders was kind of like my version of a GT fanfic, where it's like Pan, my version of Pan, then Goten's son, and then Trunks' son go out into space. And I decided to do it when we were in college, and but it's cringy. It is cringy. Like
Yeah. So like she showed me it when we were in college, and I took a look at it, and it blew out my eardrums. It's like it was so bad.
That's why I hire him for sound. That's why he's in charge of sounds.
Yeah. So like my biggest thing, I make sure like we have like a lot of explosions and power ups. I make sure that we don't blow out anyone's eardrums.
Yeah.
Like we even had like thunder and stuff. Cause like when I saw yours, it was just people yelling.
Yeah, it's really bad.
Yeah, and I went back and like edit some of her stuff, but I was just showing it as like I guess like that was like my way of like how to say showing you what I can do.
Yeah, that was his resume.
Yeah, my resume, that it was. So I lowered down the audio and I did some other stuff to it. But yeah, that was like my resume to her. That way I could like work on like helping her out with Goten Black and everything.
Yeah. So like that's where Generation Defenders comes from. But like I said, like my priority right now is Goten Black, and just to finish it.
There's another video on your channel. It just seems so random. It's just some guy saying there's no such thing as ghosts. Explain that.
So that was actually one of our old animation videos from the class that I mentioned before. And it's actually had two of my OC characters from Generation Defenders, but that's where it comes from. There's nothing really special about it. It was just like an old video that I did in class.
Yeah, mine I did was a line from My Little Pony with Princess Luna saying the fun has been doubled.
Oh yeah, I remember that.
Yeah, I think was Katie in that class too?
Yeah, Katie was in that class.
Yeah, 'cause I remember we also did like a scene where we had to put on a jacket.
Yeah, and she did that.
Yeah,
Right.
that was a fun class.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, so that's the end of that segment.
All
Let's
right.
move on to another one, y'all's question, but first an ear wing. Oh, it's made out of pussy. Don't taste anything.
It's not as bad as I thought it was gonna be.
I think the mango like really like took it away.
Yeah. So far, like, I'm not suffering as much as I thought I was going to be. I'm just really, like, snotty.
Yeah.
Alright, so this one is from Pinky Winky. Does Zamasu really care about Goten or just using him? So, as stated before, Zamasu is going to get, like, more humanity. He's going to start to care for Goten. In one of, like, the diary shorts, like, Zamasu tells Goten that he's kind of like his first friend, and that wasn't a lie. In fact, I don't know if y'all noticed, but when Zamasu is lying, there's actually like, you know, a few dots. Like, there'll be like a few dots when he's like, you know, takes a moment where he like is thinking. But when he's telling the truth, he's just talking full force. So that'll be like a hint for like, in later chapters, if he's lying or not. And number 2, does Zamasu care about Goten's sanity? It's more like he doesn't understand Goten's sanity. He doesn't understand like what he's going through because he's never had Umibusu. So when...
And plus, Zamasu, he doesn't really understand mortals all that well.
Yeah, he doesn't really like understand feelings or like all that stuff. He's learning with Goten, but he doesn't fully understand that. Like when Goten punched the pillar and he beat him for it, it was more like he saw that as a temper tantrum rather than him suffering. It was more like him taking out the belt and like disciplining him. All right. Next one. Alright, so this one is from the world's biggest fan. Okay, and you have 5 questions.
Oh boy.
Okay, will Goten acquire Keyblade abilities in the future? The preview for the next chapter says yes.
Yes. And plus, Zamasu, he has Keyblade, so naturally that Goten will learn that Keyblade.
Yeah. Okay, so number 2. Will there be a Vegito versus Merge Gotamsu fight expected in the future? That's a spoiler.
Yeah, no spoilers.
Yeah. Are there any other changes from the anime you will do for the Goten Black story? Yes, there will be some changes that I will do. Number 4. Also, do you thinking of some more tracks from Dragon Ball Super? Also, I may have some scores from other animes that sounds like Dragon Ball Super scores. Alright, cool.
Oh yeah, I'm always open up because like we've been using like the same like 3 tracks, mainly because that's what they use in the anime. But yeah, I am open to adding like other stuff that isn't Dragon Ball Z, as long as like it fits the scene.
Yeah. Alright, and random question. Do you have a favorite Super Saiyan hair color? That's actually a pretty good question. I never really thought about it.
I like royal blue. I just like the shade of blue. I like the shade of blue more so than regular Super Saiyan blue.
I don't know, Super Saiyan Rose?
Yeah.
Maybe it's because it's
they have a whole color spectrum of like Super Saiyans.
Yeah. So, there you go.
Right. Now let's move on to, I believe the next one is your favorite, the Atomic.
Oh my god, no.
This is when it gets real, people. And they make them big, didn't they?
Yeah.
Oh god, I can smell it.
I'm scared. Oh, I got a big one.
Yeah, I don't think... Okay, I'm just gonna take a bite out of this. I don't think I'm gonna eat the whole thing.
Yeah, I'm just gonna take a bite out of this.
Alright, here we go. Ooh, there it is.
Yeah, there it is.
There it is. Oh.
Oh my god, no.
Oh yeah, they're packing some heat now, boys. Yeah. So we're answering one of y'all's questions.
Actually, we have one more question, and this is the last one.
Alright.
Who's the better daddy here?
We want to answer like for real, like which one, like Goku, Vegeta, Piccolo, Gohan.
I think Piccolo. Or I don't know, cause would you say that Vegeta is the better dad?
Probably, yeah, because so far Gohan, we haven't seen too much of like Daddy Gohan. It just like he only had like a kid for like a year, but they're all off screen.
Yeah.
Goku is like he's like in the top 10 neglectful parents, you know.
Yeah.
He's one of those parents that goes out for a glass of milk and then dies.
Dies and then comes back for like another 5 years and forgets the milk.
Yeah, with Vegeta, like he's like really angry and stuff like that, but like, well, I mean, Bulma provides for everyone, and Vegeta, he like either on his own or like he's not as bad as say Goku, but he kind of is in Super because most of the time, like in the time skip, he spent most of the time on Beerus' world instead of hanging out with his family, and Bulma was like, yeah, whatever. But Trunks, I'm pretty sure he wants his dad. But in Super, Goku and Vegeta are always on Beerus' planet more so than they are on Earth.
Yeah.
So I would say probably either Gohan or Piccolo. I mean, it makes sense for Gohan to be a good dad because he had a good dad, Piccolo.
Yeah, Piccolo was like the one that raised him. I would say Piccolo is like the best dad because like in the new Super movie, like Gohan's like working and Vidal's like working too, and they ask Piccolo
Yeah,
Piccolo.
Grandpa Piccolo.
Yeah.
And then he berates Gohan like, pick up your own kid.
Yeah, exactly. So he's like, he's scolding
How would
him.
I not tell you anything, boy?
Exactly. So it's like, I would say Piccolo's like the best dad.
Yeah, Piccolo.
Yeah.
Alright, so now we're moving on to the grand finale, the last dab. We call it the last dab because it's a tradition to put a little bit extra.
I'm scared.
So interesting thing about the last dab, it doesn't have a Scoville rating. So you know how in Dragon Ball Z when the Scouted breaks? This is the last dab. It broke the Scouted.
My mouth is still on fire from the last one.
Yeah, it's hot. Alright, let me show the camera. Is that good enough, everyone? I put a line.
I'm literally shaking right now. I don't know if y'all can see it.
Alright.
Right. Deep. Oh god, ladies.
Ugh. Oh god, now I can...
Okay, so it doesn't have a flavor. It's kind of like charcoal in a way.
Yeah. Alright.
Oh god.
From writing to drawing to even editing, what is the hardest part of making a chapter of Goten Black?
The motivation. It's so hard.
Yeah, I'm really feeling it.
The milkshake's not doing anything. What the hell, Matt Pat? You said that milkshakes were A tier.
Hold on, let me get my secret weapon out.
Peanut butter?
Yeah, I heard that also helps.
Oh yeah, that. Oh my god, it burns. It burns. Gimme.
Ah. I see it. Ah!
It made it worse!
Ah. Oh god, now my mouth's just sticky.
I'm taking out the secret weapon.
You're right, ranch.
Ice cream.
Oh god. Ah, the peanut butter did make it worse.
The ice cream melted. Okay. Oh,
Boy.
it's still burning.
Yeah, writer's block. And the lack of motivation, it really kills a lot of artists.
Oh my god.
Alright, that'll do it for this 1,000 subscriber special. Thank you all so much.
Thank you guys for subscribing. I'm dying, but it was worth it.
Yeah. Another example I haven't edited. Originally, there was just gonna be a regular Q&A like a podcast, but it was my idea to turn into a Hot Ones challenge. So you're welcome.
Yep, you're welcome. Oh my god.
Thank you for having me, and congratulations on 1,000.
Yep, thanks. And subscribe to his channel. He's almost at 1,000 too.
This has been Too Fast Joe.
And Generations Defenders.
Remember, go fast, don't be last.
Bye guys.